Hello, everybody. Here we are again. We are back, channeling the voices of the gods. The way we do it, of course, it doesn't sound like we're doing that. We don't think you have to really sort of close your eyes, go into a trance, do all of that magical stuff. Mainly because everything exists here and now on this earth. I think that life is sort of like the tip of a pyramid. On earth, we are the tip of the pyramid. A lot of the other stuff occurs deep down in the subconscious, the parts that are underwater. But we are not separate from the parts that are underwater. We are the parts underwater, and what we say, if we go deep enough, expresses the depth of not only the pyramid, but also the water that the pyramid is made of, and the 90%, some say 98% of this world that consists of water in human beings and animals and plants anyway. And so today we're going to start about something that's not really a difficult subject. It's a very understandable subject. I had a friend of mine, very close friend, who said that she was working as a single parent. At the same time, she was going to school for a graduate degree, raising children. And she was on welfare part of the time and part of the time not. And one thing that they told her when she went to get evaluated for the position she wanted was that she had to be very careful about it, because one of the problems that happens when someone becomes that strong and they work very hard and they accomplish what they're looking for is that they begin to harden their hearts. They start thinking that if they could do it, anybody can do it. When in fact, the truth is that everyone cannot do what she did. She was actually blessed to have the strength and power to do that. So if she expected everyone else to do that, she would feel no sorrow, no pain, no empathy for people who just couldn't make it. We haven't learned to do that in this country. We've learned that there is a certain group of people who deserve to be on top, and that everyone else who can't make it deserves to fall by the wayside in some type of Darwin system and just disappear, for the benefit of the whole, for the benefit of society. So we create kings, lords, people with more value in their own minds, if not in reality. And this also happens within communities of color and the Black community. Black folks who have gone to college, who have struggled, who had come out of the worst circumstances, often forget where they come from. They begin to treat the other people as if they're failures or losers or weak, when the fact is they just are not capable of doing what is asked, not because of any problem with them, but because they cannot overcome a system that presses us down and steps on us so painfully and so hard that sometimes it is even hard to get out of bed in the morning, let alone learn how to fly. But we all can learn how to fly. We can do it. But if we allow our hearts to harden, if we allow ourselves to become angry, if we allow ourselves to take on the feelings and the emotions of the oppressor, our communities will be ragged, our school systems will fall apart. The only opportunity for people in our community will be the selling of drugs, which actually takes the same skill as selling sneakers or TV sets or cars or radios, but they never get the chance to do that, you see. So as a community, it is time to get rid of that hardened heart and know that it doesn't take a hardened heart to help us be successful. What it takes is love, kindness, and patience. What it takes is the opposite of what a sick culture has taught us. A culture that came in and wiped out as many indigenous people as they could, drug other people in boats to do all of the heavy work, and then played those who were poor against the ones who were enslaved. We cannot tie into this system, a system that has created such horror and pain, and think that our communities will be any better than the system that we are buying into. It's time to get rid of that mindset completely and go on the path of love, on the path of the warrior of love, of compassion, not the soldier who takes order from the top and is willing to destroy men and women and children just because they're told to do so and because they get a check at the end of the week. Please protect yourself from the hardening of the heart. Dare to allow yourself to feel, even if you have to sit in a room for 20 or 30 minutes, meditate, and let yourself feel the feelings that you have. Because a person who does not feel is no longer human. In fact, they are what you would call demonic, having all of the creativity and the energy and the power of a god, but being selfish, worthless, and angry like a devil. In our communities and in our society, we have to break free of this hardening of the heart and become fully human again. And when we do this, we will see our streets change. We will see our society change. We will see a better world develop. We'll have different business models, more cooperative instead of competitive, because anyone with a great deal of intelligence knows that a cooperative provides wealth and health and stability for everyone involved, and cooperatives don't move away quickly because the profits aren't as high, leaving communities to struggle and fight for themselves. How can a company just do that? Because the ones at the top have hardened their hearts, and they have decided that profits are more important than people. Hardening our hearts kills us. As targets of racial oppression and economic oppression, it's easy to harden one's heart and get angry. But the easy way is often the way that leads to destruction. Find times for laughter. Find times for joy. Find times for letting go of one's emotions, even if it's looking at a TV program or a sad movie and allowing oneself to cry. Be hard on the outside, but gentle and soft on the inside, like the pine tree, as the Shaolin priests explained. On the outside, they are hard. On the inside, they are soft and gentle and spongy, so when winter comes, when all the other trees freeze, they keep working. One must be hard on the outside, soft on the inside. And when we accomplish this, we can have the conversations that are necessary to make our community safe, beautiful, loving, and kind, because we will break free of a system that has been imposed on us and adopted by us in order to survive, and will live the way human beings were always meant to be. We will have partaken of the tree of life instead of the knowledge of dualism good and evil. And we as a people will prosper and push this nation and this world to become a place of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, not only for ourselves and our families, but for each and every person and each and every being. Namaste, folks. We'll be back tomorrow.